so let's go ahead and get started with this tutorial. So as you can see, Zyla just keeps taking over my space like she's not even here yet, and her stuff is just peeking in the background. So yeah, but let's go ahead and get into this tutorial. So I've already done my brows. I use the same thing on my brows every single time, so I will just post below what I used on my brows if you guys are curious. And that is all I've done to my face so far, is just my brows. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the eyes. I'm going to go in per usual with my Motives Eye Base. It only comes in one shade, so one shade for all skin tones. I'm just going to be applying this all over my eye just to start off the look. And I'm just going to blend it in with my finger. Alright, so today I'm going to be using 2 new products in this tutorial and doing kind of like a first impression. So I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild palette right here. This is the Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air. This is supposed to be the dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and as you can see, the colors are very, very similar. So I'm going to be trying out that, and then this isn't really a new product because I have used this foundation before, but I did pick up 2 of the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin foundations. One is in the shade 45, which is Sand Beige, and the other is 50 Natural Beige. I couldn't remember which shade is mine, but as you can see, $2.99 at TJ Maxx, so I had to get them. So I'm going to be kind of like swatching those and seeing which ones I want to use. So hopefully one of those matches me. But let's go ahead and get into the palette first. So recently Wet n Wild has come out with these little palettes. Some of them are shades that are already out. Like I know the Comfort Zone has been out for a while, and they, I guess, have just put it into a smaller palette. I don't know if the formulation is any different, but I think they do have like 2 or 3 to choose from, maybe even 4. So this is the one that I got, Rosé in the Air. So I think I haven't used this before, so this is definitely first impression style. So I think for to set my eye base, I'm going to use this white shade right here. I'm just going to be applying this all over my eye just to set the eye base. Now, I think I do want to do something kind of like rosy champagne color. I'm really curious about these 3 shades right here to see how they apply. So I think I'm going to, they have 2 transition shades at the top, but I really want to try these out. So I think I'm gonna go and I'm gonna use one of their transition shades, but then I'm gonna layer the other shades on top. So I'm gonna start with this bottom shade right here. That's one of the transition shades, and I'm going to be applying that to my upper crease and eye area. Okay, come through pigment. Like, I'm impressed so far. The pigmentation on this is really nice. I'm digging it. And just to let you guys know, like, I'm not putting a ton of product on here either. Like, I'm literally dipping my brush in here like once. Like 1 to 2 swipes. Now, I'm going to grab a bigger, fluffier brush, and I really want to try this orange shade right here. So I'm going to get a little bit of that on my brush and see what that is all about. It looks nice. I mean, it looks like it just pretty much blends in with the other shade that I applied, which is what I'm going for with the layering of the shades. So it's good. So I'm going to go back into the palette and I'm going to grab this shade right here, this like cranberry-ish kind of shade. I love that shade that they have in the Anastasia one. So I'm really curious to see how this compares to that one. So I'm going to be applying this shade directly in the crease. I'm just going to take that fluffy blending brush and blend all of these shades together. Alright, and then I think I want to take this like champagne goldy kind of shade. This is what it looks like swatched. So I think I do want to take that and I want to apply that as my lid shade. So as I do with all of my shimmers, I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Glitter Glue and I'm going to be applying that to my eyelid first and then I'm going to go in with that eyeshadow. Ooh, pigmented. Okay. And I think just to add a little depth and dimension to the look, I want to use this dark brown shade here. So for eyeliner, of course, you guys already know I'm going to go in with my Motives Liquid Liner in black. I seriously am obsessed with this liner. Like, I absolutely love it. So for mascara, I'm going to be using the Double Decker Lashes Mascara, and this is by Butter London. So I'm just going to apply one coat of the mascara, and then I'm going to go in with falsies. The false lashes that I'm going to be using are these right here. These are the Ardell Demi Wispies. So I'm just going to apply those off camera and then I will be right back. Right, so the eyes are done, lashes are on and everything. So now let's move on to the face. So I always like to start off with primer. So I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever Step 1. This is a smoothing primer, and this is just going to help to smooth out pores and imperfections and just give a nice base to start off your face makeup. I'm going to go in with my Luminaire de Vie Pore Minimizing Serum. Half a pump because a little bit goes a super long way. Like a whole pump of this is like too much really for your whole face. So you really only need like a half a pump to cover your whole face. So what I like to do with this is concentrate this in areas where I definitely have pores. So my T-zone for sure. And then whatever's left, you know, like a dab on my cheeks for sure. And then just a little teeny bit on my chin because I have pores like freaking everywhere on my face. So while that sets on the face, I want to color match and see which one of these matches me. So I'm going to try and match to my chest. I would definitely suggest like matching your foundation to your neck or your chest versus your face, because sometimes like you can tan down here but your face can be lighter, so you definitely want to make sure that it blends. So this is shade number 45, I think. Yeah, this is 45. This is Sand Beige. So that is Sand Beige swatched right there. And let's see what 50 looks like. 50 is Natural Beige. So that is 50. And let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah, 50. Okay. So let me rub these in so you can see. So it looks like 50 is going to be a tad bit, well, I don't know. Because now that I've rubbed them in, it looks like 50 is going to be a better shade match for me than 45. So I'm going to try 50 out. I think that's going to be the best match. But they're both pretty similar. So I'm going to take 2 pumps on my hand. So I'm just going to apply this all over my face. Dot it on with my finger. I just did a very light layer. That was just 2 pumps. I'm going to wet my brush and I'm going to blend this out. Looking at the foundation, it actually looks like a decent shade match for me. Yeah. So it looks like this was definitely the best choice. Alright, and I really do like the finish of this. I haven't used this in so long, but I definitely am glad I went back to it because I really do like the finish. It just basically, you know, gave me some nice coverage, nice and skin-like, doesn't look super heavy or cakey, so I really do like this. And if I remember correctly, this did not make me super oily during the day either, which is most definitely a good thing. But we're still gonna set the foundation, of course. So I'm gonna be using my Urban Decay Velvetizer, which I'm like seriously obsessed with. Like, you guys, this is like the best powder. Oh my gosh, especially if you're oiling, you need this powder. Like, you need it. This powder will literally keep you matte all freaking day. Like, I love it. If you're not oily, I would not suggest it because it is very matte, very mattifying, but I really do like it. Alright, so let's go ahead and bronze up the face. So I decided to go back into an oldie but goodie. This is the BH Cosmetics Forever Nude Sculpt and Glow palette, which you guys can tell I have most definitely loved this palette a lot since I've had it, but it's just a really good all-in-one palette because I mean, you've got your eye powders, you've got a highlight, you've got blush, bronzer, contour, like everything you need is in here. So I'm going to take this middle shade, which is the bronzer shade, and I'm going to bronze up my face. And I like this bronzer because it's not like super overpowering. It's like just enough color. I'm going to take the contour shade right here. I'm going to hit the sides of my nose with this. And I'm going to add a little bit of contour to my cheeks. And whatever is left, I'm just going to add to my forehead. And then per usual, you know I gotta snatch. You know I gotta snatch. So I'm gonna be using my Motives banana powder just to carve out that contour line and make sure it's nice and sharp. Just gonna let that sit for a little bit, and I'm going to go in with blush and highlight. For blush today, I'm going to be using just a very neutral brownish blush, and this is called Apricot in the Middle, and this is a Wet n Wild blush. And for highlights, another oldie but goodie. I have not used this in a really long time, so I really wanted to bust this out. This is the Anastasia Glow Kit in Sun Dipped. And I'm going to be mixing these two shades right here, Summer and Moonstone. Well, I'm not layering them, not really mixing them. So I'm going to go in with Summer first. And then I'm going to go in with Moonstone right on top of where we applied Summer. I'm going to clean my brush off. I'm going to wipe away that excess powder. Then I'm going to go back into the palette and I'm going to grab Summer, and I'm just going to apply that to the inner tear ducts of my eye just to pop this look a little bit more. Alright, and now since we're in a Wet n Wild kind of mode today, I'm going to be finishing off the look with this Wet n Wild Matte Finish Setting Spray. I love the setting spray. I hate the sprayer on it. It just, I don't know, like when it sprays out, it just feels like a sprinkler on your face. Like it doesn't spray completely out. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just so weird and bizarre how it sprays out. But it is a really, really good setting spray. I do have a new lipstick to try out, so I'm going to be using one of the new Motives metallic lip paints. This is in the shade Wine Nut. It's a really pretty reddish kind of shade. So it just comes with a doe foot applicator like so. So I'm just going to wipe off the excess because a lot came out. And I'm going to apply this first, and then I'm going to go over top of that with a gloss. So this is what that shade looks like on. Most definitely need to clean that up because that definitely got a little messy. And then I am going to go in with this Anastasia lip gloss. This is in the shade Vintage. This is like a pinky nude kind of shade. Because I mean, I like that this is a red shade, but I kind of wanted to tone it down a little bit for this particular look. Alright you guys, this is the completed look. Let me know what you guys think about the look. I really like the way it turned out. I hope that you guys do too. Definitely give this video a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and subscribe if you liked it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and I will talk to you guys very soon in another video. Bye.